But first tonight, we want to get caught up on the tropics as Tropical Storm Rafael gathers strength out there. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. Now, Rafael just earned a name in the 3 o'clock advisory, and we have been watching that system very closely.
Yeah, the path appears to be leaning straight to Louisiana, but we don't expect the storm to stay organized long enough to actually make it here. At least that's our hope. So let's begin with an update from Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin. Chris, what do you think we're going to see leading into this weekend?
Well, into the weekend is when we have more questions and answers. Next couple of days when we have a little bit more confidence. The storm is organizing, and it's in a very healthy environment in order to do so. And the expectation is that it will become a hurricane long before reaching Jamaica and then eventually up toward western Cuba. Once in the Gulf is when there are more questions and answers, especially toward Thursday, Friday, kind of the end of our forecast period. So here's the official forecast, and basically in perfect agreement with the models, moving up toward western Cuba as we approach Thursday. Then by Thursday afternoon into Friday, there is a big spread in the models, with the GFS leaning a little bit more toward northern or central Gulf Coast, so possibly Louisiana toward Florida, and the Euro kind of moving the storm almost due west. And there are some differences in the thinking based on the upper atmosphere and the steering currents, which we'll talk more about in just a moment. But remember, once it gets into the central, and especially if it is able to get into the northern Gulf of Mexico, conditions very hostile. We'll have dry air, wind shear, and cooler water temperatures. If this was August or September, I would be more concerned. It is early November, not really concerned at all. This storm is going to be weakening and possibly rapidly weakening long before it reaches land. So that is what we're looking at. But again, more questions really on this kind of extended part of the forecast Thursday toward the weekend as to exactly what is even left over that could or could not impact us. We'll talk more about the tropics, look ahead to our rain chances, and we may finally start to see some fall-like temperatures in just a moment.